Welcome. In this video I'm going to be going over the procedure for integrating a Synology NAS with Home Assistant. So I've done a number of other videos on Home Assistant, and I'll put a link in the description to my Home Assistant playlist where you can find those videos. So before we integrate in Home Assistant, we'll want to go to the Synology DSM, or the Disk Station Manager, and we want to add a user for Home Assistant. So we'll go into our control panel. Now if control panel isn't showing on your desktop, you can click in the upper left here to your apps and find your control panel. And then I'll go to user and group. I'll click on create. I'll type a name. I'll call it home_assistant. I'll give it a password. So I'll click on disallow the user to change the password. I'll hit next. I need to set the permissions. It needs to have administrator access. So I'll hit next again. Now I don't think I need to give it any folder permissions right now. So I'll hit next. I'll hit next again. And I don't think I need to give it any application permissions right off the bat. So I'll hit next. I'll hit next on speed limit. I'll confirm and I'll hit done. So I have the user added now. I'll go back to Home Assistant. I'll go down to Settings. I'll go to Devices and Services. So we can see we have the Disk Station Manager here. I could click Configure here, but I'll go through the manual process. I'll click on Add Integration at the bottom, and I'll just type in Synology. I'll click on that. Now it shows the discovered devices, but it also shows down here where we could add it manually. We have Synology DSM, Synology Chat, and Synology SRM, and that is their router product. So I'll click on this DSM 918 at the top. I'll enter in my username and password I created. Now for the port, that is 5000, so I'll enter that in. I'll uncheck use an SSL certificate. I'll hit submit. I had the username spelled wrong. I'll hit submit. It says created the configuration. I'm going to leave the area out for now. I'll hit finish. So now I'll go to overview. And if we scroll down here, we can see the stats on our Synology NAS. So we can see the CPU load, we can see networking, memory, security, upload throughput, and then here we have the volume, we have the space used, and the volume used. So I previously added my HP laser printer. Now I have my Synology NAS. So I have two IT devices that I need to monitor, both on Home Assistant. So on this one page at a glance, I can see if there's a problem. So I have these two items, and I'll leave them on this main dashboard for now, but I want to create a separate dashboard. So I'll go to Settings, I'll go to Dashboards. So I'll click Add Dashboard. I'll say Title, I'll say Tech. I'll give an icon. Let's type in Server. I like this server network icon. I'll say Create. Then I'll open it. I'll go to the upper right, the three dots. I'll say Edit Dashboard, and I'll say Take Control. So here we have our dashboard, but I'm going to remove things that aren't tech, so I'll get rid of all this stuff. So this is just removing it from the tech dashboard. Okay, so that's finished now. The other way I could have done this is started with an empty dashboard and then added these on here. So I have my main dashboard here, but if I just want to see tech, I can click on that and I can see the status of my printers and my servers. So I could go in here and set up alerts, notifications based on these parameters. Maybe have a smart bulb in your office and you could have it turn red if any of these parameters were out of spec. But that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.